Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm very excited to show you a new figure that I just bought, and big shocker, it's not a dragon figure. The market for dragon figures has been very dry lately, so I decided to check out a new company for 1/6 figures, and their name is IQO Models, and I've been eyeing these for a little while now, and I finally decided to get one of these figures. They make a lot of Japanese figures, which I've really been wanting to add to my collection because Dragon never made any Japanese figures. So this is my first one, and I don't know too much about this company. I think they're relatively new. I haven't seen that many figures from them. Maybe I've seen at most like 10 figures that they've made. So, and I don't know the year this figure was made. I'm thinking within the last year or two, actually. This is a pretty new figure if I had to guess. There's no dates that I've seen on the box. But this one is from the Philippines, World War II, JP series. Like I said, the company is IQO Models. So that's the outer box. And here is the inner box. Now these figures are a little pricier. They're a lot more expensive than Dragon figures, but the quality is really, really good. And the box art is beautiful. Here is a picture of the figure. It's from Philippines, 1941, which was a major victory for the Japanese forces. All right. And what's cool, if you open this up, the inside of this is actually, you can use for display purposes as like a backdrop. That's really cool. And inside, just show you some things that I left inside the box. He's got a lot of extra hands. He's got this camouflage netting that you can put around him if you want. And then his cap, which I'll show a little later. And then there is a second layer here, but I've taken everything out. So let's bring out the figure now. All right, guys, here he is. My first Japanese figure. Although I actually did have a G.I. Joe Japanese figure a long time ago, but I sold him quite a while ago due to, he was just not very realistic. So, but this is my first kind of legit World War II Japanese figure, and needless to say, I'm very impressed by him. The quality is outstanding. All right, guys, well, there's a lot to show here. So for starters, let's take a look at his weapon, which is a Type 11 light machine gun. And right now I've got him posed. He's holding it up against his shoulder. And what's really cool is this is made out of metal, and the stock is wood. That looks really good. So this is very heavy. Now the only problem with this being metal is it does weigh down the figure a lot, so it makes it a little difficult to pose him sometimes. But I do like it being metal. That's very nice. You got a sling on there as well. And then the bipod in the front. This one is a little flimsy, but this is a very interesting looking weapon. The Japanese made some pretty cool weapons. And this is where you would put the bullets. Now they do give you one strip here of bullets, and what's interesting is it comes in a little bag, and you have to put it together yourself. And what I mean by that is you have to put the bullets inside of here, which was a little tricky. But these are actually metal bullets. And I will say, it would have been nice if they included a bunch of these, because with only one, I don't know. I just think it would have been nice if they included a little bit more. But that's meant to go inside of there like that. Or not quite like that, but you get the idea. Okay, so that is his weapon. So before we move on, I just wanted to quickly show you the figure holding his light machine gun. And he holds this really well in his hands, actually. As you can see, I swapped out this hand. And that looks really awesome, I've got to say. And I did manage to get that clip in there better for you. And as I was saying, it would just be so much cooler if they provided more. But, oh well. Alright, so an awesome weapon to be sure. Let's move on now to the helmet and the head sculpt. And I've got a good bit to say on this helmet here. It was very challenging getting the netting on with these branches. And it's definitely not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. I'll keep working on it. But yeah, these are actually little branches that they provide you with, and you got to be very careful with these because they do shed terribly, and the twigs will snap if you're not careful. So it was very challenging getting these inside the netting, and then on top of that, getting the netting to actually stick on the helmet is pretty challenging. So just a word of caution, if you get this figure, just be really careful with these branches if you want to put them on the figure. And I think it's worth it because it looks really cool. Okay, so that's his helmet. And that is just plastic. And let me take off the padding. Also, I will say the helmet does slide off very easily. So it's just a little complaint there about that. But here's the head sculpt. It looks really good, very realistic. I like his mustache. Yeah, a very, very realistic head sculpt. Let me take out that cap I was showing you earlier. I'm gonna put that on the figure. Okay, here's the cap. I don't have this this on perfectly, but you get the idea. All right, that also looks really cool. Definitely have to find a way to get this to stick on better. And while I've got his cap on, let me show you his pistol. So here's his pistol that he comes with. And this is also metal. And the magazine does come out. I like the wood stock. And I think this is a Nambu pistol, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks pretty good. The detailing's not perfect, but it's a pretty cool pistol. Let me put it in his hands. he holds it really well. I really like these hands for these IQO figures. Definitely a lot better than coup model hands. They just stick on so much better. So there he is holding the pistol. Looks good. All right, as for equipment, comes with a lot of stuff here. So in the front, we've got these pouches, and I'm assuming this is for ammunition. We've got his nice leather holster for his pistol. That looks really nice. And then in the back is where it's all at. We've got a lot of stuff here. This was pretty challenging getting this all together. But we've got his mess tin tied onto his, I guess that's a haversack. We've got his bedroll there. He comes with these, I'm not sure if they're called, I know there's another name, but we'll call them sandals for now. Okay, we've got this knapsack there. Another pouch here. Maybe first aid. We've got his canteen. And hidden behind here is a bayonet. Let me try to take this out carefully. And this is really nice. This has got a metal blade on it. Very realistic. And then I'll be completely honest with you, I really have no idea what this is. I'm not very familiar with Japanese equipment, so if you know what that is, please let me know in the comments. But as you can see, it comes with a lot of stuff, and this was pretty challenging to put together, but it looks really good. Alright guys, and then just to wrap this up, because this video is getting pretty long, we've got his uniform, which is really nice. You can see his collar insignias there. And those are already applied for you. You don't have to do anything with that. We've got his pants and his leggings or leg wraps. And this you do have to do yourself. It wasn't too hard. It looks really good. And then his boots are leather. And they look really, really good. Although this one looks like it's wanting to start cracking. It looks a little bit worn compared to this one. Not really sure why that is. I did get this figure brand new. Alright guys, well I think that's everything to show for the figure. The only other thing is that he comes with a stand, and if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show a short clip of him on display with his stand. But this is an awesome figure, and I definitely recommend checking out these IQO Japanese figures. Yeah, like I said, I've always wanted to get some Japanese figures to add to my collection, and I'm gonna try to get some more and put them next to my USMC dragon figures. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, I paid around $200 for this one. Like I said, they are a lot more expensive compared to dragon, but that's because they're a lot more realistic. So definitely worth it, I think, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys.